Hello, this is Harold's Prog Rock Show Part 11, entirely dedicated to Camel, the famous prog rock band. The first album is Camel on the Road, 1972. It's a live album. The second one is Camel. This is in fact the first studio album from Camel from 1973. A good album. Then we have Mirage. Mirage is a very good album. On this album we have Lady Fantasy, the famous live song. Lady Fantasy, a very good song. This album is very good. Okay, then we go to a famous album. It's called The Snow Goose. It's a concept album about a book with the same name. And it's quite a good album. Then we go to Moon Madness. Moon Madness is the best album Camel ever made. On this album we have Aristides, Song Within a Song, Chord Chains, Spirit of the Water, Another Night, Airborne, and the famous Lunar Sea, about the moon, the sea on the moon. Then we have Rain Dances from 1977, a good album. And we have a double live album, a live record, a double live album. Then we go to Breathless, another good one. On this album we have Echoes and Summer Lightning, Breathless from 1978, with Mel Collins in the band on saxophone. Then we have I Can See Your House From Here. On this album we have Ice. Ice is a famous song. In the band we have Kit Watkins on keyboards. Then we have Nude, a concept album, a very good album. Then we have a live album, Camel on the Road, 1981. We have the Single Factor, with among others Anthony Phillips, ex-Genesis, on this album, a very good one. Then we go to Stationary Traveler. This album is, the songs are about Berlin, when we have a wall in Berlin. Then we have Camel in Concert, live album. Then we have a comeback album, Dust and Dreams, from 1991. It's a concept album. Then we have a live album, a double disc, Never Let Go, recorded in the Netherlands. The Dust and Dreams tour. Then we have Harbor of Tears. That's about the Irish people who go to America. Harbor of Tears. The next studio album, Not and Wink, and the album after that, Rayas, are not in my collection because those albums lacks power. Okay, then we go to live video cassette, Pressure Points, a really good one. Then we have a DVD, Camel footage, with old footage from Camel from the 70s. Then we have Moon Dances. On this DVD we have live shows from 1976 and 1977. Then we have a video cassette, Coming of Age. Coming of Age is in fact the Harbor of Tears tour from 1997. Then we have the Royal Albert Hall show from 2018 in London, in Royal Albert Hall, and this DVD is a complete live show with the complete Moon Madness album, and I've seen this show in Utrecht in Tivoli Vredenburg Concert Hall. Very, very good show. Then we have my vinyl collection. This is the first one, first studio album, simply called Camel. You see the camel on the train. Then Mirage, a very good album. Lady Fantasy. Snow Goose, the concept album. Moon Madness, the best album. I will show you the inner sleeve. There we have the guys from Camel. Duke Ferguson. There. Peter Barden. Andy Latimer. And the drummer Andy Ward. Duke Ferguson was on bass, Peter Barden on keyboards, and Andy Latimer on guitar and vocals, and Andy Ward on drums. Then we have Camel, Rain Dances, a live record, the double album, okay, a live record, Breathless, then the inner sleeve from Breathless with Andy Latimer, Andy Ward, Richard Sinclair on bass, Mel Collins on saxophone, and Peter Barden on keyboards. That was during the Breathless album. Then we have I Can See Your House From Here with Kit Watkins in the band and Jan Schelhaas. On this album we have the famous track Ice, which is very, very good. Then we have the Nude album, concept album. The single Factor with Sasquatch. And the Stationary Traveler album. Then we have a signed message from Andy Latimer. Dear Harold, thanks for your note. Have a good Christmas. Andy Latimer, signed by the man himself. Then we have an old picture, also signed, with on keyboard the Dutch Ton Scherpenzeel. And here we have Colin bass, and in the middle we have Andy Latimer. Then we have the tour book from Camel Dust and Dreams tour from 1992. I've seen the show in Utrecht, in the old Tivoli Concert Hall in the Netherlands. We have Andy Latimer on guitar and vocals, Mickey Simmons on keyboards, and Colin bass on bass, and on drums we have Paul Burgess. It's in fact the 1992 Dust and Dreams tour. It was a very good one. They played Dust and Dreams in its entirety, and later on the best tracks from the earlier albums. From all album there was one track in the show. Okay, this was my show about Camel, Harold's Proctor show, part 11, entirely dedicated to Camel. I hope you liked it. See you next time, and bye.